Hello, guys. Thanks for being here for the next episode of Live Dev and the Making of B.I.O.T.A. I'm Ivan, aka Small Bros, and today we are gonna do a very special. Of course, here with me there is Yuki. That
Hello,
is my
nice to be here.
and taking care of everything technicals, as always. Hi, Yuki. As I said, today is a very special episode because in the previous episodes we've seen a general overview of the of my game B.I.O.T.A. By the way, go on Steam and wishlist my game if you haven't already did it. And then we try to work live. First, creating a new character, then creating a new room with a new character inside, and this process took me about two episodes. And the last one, we've seen a little bit about the vehicles and all the special feature in the game. Today is a completely different episode because I wanna take you on the memory lane, because I'm gonna talk about my inspiration, but not the inspiration kind of let's say a very special inspiration, because I'm gonna talk about the game of my childhood. And when I say talk about game of my childhood, I mean really game of my childhood, like this one. And I wanna show you my collection and say what I really take from those games and put into mine. And also I wanna brag myself a little bit because I got a really rare game on my collection, and I'm gonna show you. If you are into retro gaming, you can invite me because I got really some cool stuff here. Let's start saying that I don't wanna talk about super famous game like Super Mario, because every game developers get inspired by Super Mario or Metroid or I don't know. Yuki said me some games super notorious like that everyone knows. Pac-Man,
Quake,
Doom.
Pac-Man.
Let's take for granted that every game developers get somehow inspired by this kind of game. Today I wanna really show you and talk about games that are kinda underdogs, but really get the very primal inspiration. Okay, let's say that I started playing when I was about 7 years old or 8 years old. I don't remember. But my very first console was the Sega Master System. I don't know. Here in Italy we say Sega. I don't know. Probably because Sega is the real Japanese brand. But here in Italy, Sega is not a nice word. So probably we are used to say Sega because even on the TV and on the spot on the TV they say Sega because
Okay, now you got me curious. I'm gonna check what does it mean.
but it's not I can say that it means that if I say you're a Sega, saying a Sega, it means Sega is so like the tool you use for sewing woods and stuff. But if I say you're a Sega, I mean you're a wonker.
It's not,
it's not something you can find on a dictionary. It's more a slang. Okay, after this little off topic, let's return to the point. And yeah, my very first console was a Sega Master System, and yeah, my very first game I owned and I played was Alex Kidd in Miracle World, and I still love that game for a simple reason. That is the reason that brings me love this kind of retro gaming, is that once upon a time creating a game wasn't an exercise of creating a coherent story with a reliable characters and reliable enemies. Everything was so absurd, and you can encounter, okay, let's take Super Mario, for example, the game that everyone knows. You got this kind of strange Italian plumber with dungarees that fights mushroom in a not so defined world. Fight mushrooms and turtles, and go into castles, then into sewers, and then you got this absolute nonsense in terms of story or plot or coherence environment. And this kind of approach is what I really miss nowadays, because nowadays all the games had to be so coherent with story, and had to be had to have some kind of coherence. Like, I don't know, if you are creating a game about I don't know cavaliers, you have to start with historical stuff, and all the stuff had to be coherent. Back in the days, this stuff doesn't really matter, because you could put everything you want in your game and make them cool. And this is something I really miss, and I wanna really bring back this kind of approach for my next game. Like put some kind of nonsense and absurd stuff into it. To be honest, I really wanted to do the same for B.I.O.T.A, but then I fall into the trap of creating a story-driven and kind of coherent enemies, coherent characters, and okay, it will be for the next one. Okay, I don't want to chit-chat anymore, and I want to show you what are my main inspiration for B.I.O.T.A, and probably what will be my main inspiration even for my future game.
So we're gonna see the cartridges, yay!
Yeah, I wanna show you the real cartridge. And by the way, even if I'm not going to talk about Super Mario, I got this, and also the first one, but I got a mess here, so I can't really find it. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I want to show you the real diamond of them all, of my collection. That is this one, the original Zelda golden cartridge.
Oh my god, you got this?
Yes.
Oh Jesus.
With the original Nintendo Sleeve. This is absolutely a piece of art. And yeah, and also I got this too.
Jesus, this is awesome.
Honestly, those one I bought them some years ago. There's not from my childhood, so I'm not going to talk about Snake and Metal Gear Solid. I wanna talk a little bit about two games specifically. The first one is this one, Paxanadu. It's a really great game. If you guys don't know it, please search and play it on an emulator. I don't know, because this stuff really is probably my favorite RPG.
Can you wait a second? Can you wait a second, please?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change something. Oh, I'm gonna change something because you got a mirror image.
Yeah.
And now it's better. Now it's much better. Oh my god. How many Nintendo games you got, like cartridges?
I got about 15 probably, or something. Paxanadu is really a game from which I took a lot of stuff for my previous game, that is Ghostly Matter. I took a lot from the inventory and item system, but not as much for B.I.O.T.A, because it's a more slow game. It's an RPG. For B.I.O.T.A, I wanna create some kind of more fast-paced game. Then, as I said, this is my second game I've ever bought. Is Shadow of the Beast.
Shadow of the Beast, Sega.
Shadow of the Beast, Sega. I don't know.
Master? You got Master on it? It's a bit to the left, on the left side, like Master Edition, something like that?
Master Mix is, I don't know what it is, but I think that is the publisher, probably, or something.
Yeah, we don't see it. It's too close. Oh.
Yeah, it's probably some kind of publisher. No, because this game is from Tech Magic, that is the dev. And this is a porting from the Amiga, and it's a absurd game. The stuff that I told you before, like don't care about coherence in the game, here is at the highest level, because the story is about this guy that transforms into a beast and then go into this absolutely absurd world that is not future, is not past. You can go into castles, but then you got missiles and rockets and bullets, and you got dinosaurs, you got more horror creatures like skeletons, but you also have dragons. It's a perfect mix of everything, and nobody cares about the coherence here. And really, this stuff here, I want this to be my main inspiration for my next game, because I want to create something so nonsense and absurd like this one. And the music here is something out of this world. Please guys, if you really don't know this game, search at least for the soundtrack, because it's something really out of this world. Probably one of the best 8-bit soundtrack ever.
I see that there were like Shadow of the Beast 2 and Shadow of the Beast 3. Like 3 games.
There's also a lot of sequels. And this one, but it has also some downside, because this version of the Master System had probably the greatest bunch of bugs I've ever seen in a game. Because, for example, I said only one. In a game, when you got keys or items, when you use in a wrong place, the game said, okay, these items is useless here, but you can keep in the inventory. In this game, when you use a key in a wrong place, the game the key disappear, and you have to restart the game. It's so absurd. It's a choice of game design that is so absurd. And also, you can leave. You can finish a level without taking all the key stuff. So you can reach the next level without having some keys you need and get stuck, and you need to restart the game. And there's a lot of game design errors. I don't know if there's bug or something that the devs wanted, but it's something that really puts me off of playing this game. And it's also very difficult because all the enemies and the movement system of the guy here, the beast, is very clunky, and the enemies are very fast, so it's very difficult, and it could be a little tricky. I haven't finished it yet, and I think that I will never do. Okay, I'm talking too much because then I wanna show you a real my ability of playing one of these games. And the main game I got here, and the one I that really gave me the most inspiration of making B.I.O.T.A is this one, Battletoads. Recently they did some sort of reboot, remake, I don't know, but this is the first one and probably the best one from the NES. This game is so great because every level here in this game is kinda like it was a game, a standalone game, because in every level you have a new gameplay style, a new a new sprite sheet for characters, and every level is kinda a new game, a completely different game from each other. And I'm this is the main inspiration I got from this one, because if you remember in B.I.O.T.A, I always said I wanted to create something new for every part of the game, like inserting some kind of vehicles or parts that are completely detached from the on-foot section, like I don't know, the rope and the submarine, the two kind of starship and stuff. And this is really the main inspiration I got from this game. And today I really wanna show you my ability. I don't know, because I don't play this game for a long time, but I wanna show you how I play this game and do a little overview and see how great a game from 91 could be.
So no boxes, no more cartridges, no.
No, I'm gonna play it on my emulator, but don't worry, it's legit because I got the real cartridge, so I can play on an emulator without breaking the law. So don't worry, Twitch. Okay, I've already opened the emulator here. I'm using Mezen, and let me enlarge the screen here. Okay. If you guys remember from my previous stream, I generally use this controller, that is the Xbox One controller, but that is a really all-around controller. But for today, for the special occasion, I wanna use this. That is kinda replica of the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
that is a 8-bit do gamepad. That is a really great gamepad. It's you really have the real feel of a original Nintendo, Super Nintendo pad. Here is a Super Nintendo pad for comparison. They are really the same, and you got the same feeling on on buttons and the D-pad. Also, the D-pad is you got here the real feel of the classic Nintendo D-pad, but way better because it's more stiff. I don't know if this one is a little became a little loose in for use, but yeah, you really got the same feeling. And also you got 2 more button here for playing also modern game. It's a very good. It's a very good bind. Okay, let me restart this one because
I hope the sound works.
We will see. It's okay, the sound?
Yep,
yeah,
it's working.
Great. And for the first time I can hear the sound of the game without getting deaf and okay, this map is great, and I also get inspiration for the Asteroid Map in B.I.O.T.A, and also the as you see the starship. I missed the secret passages here. Here the main gameplay is like a brawler, but really just in the second level we got a completely different game. And I'm playing for I don't know 1 minute, and also I found a new weapon.
The fighting reminds me of a game. I don't know if you remember Golden Axe.
Yes.
It's a bit like you go right, and fight enemies like up and down like this. I loved Golden Axe.
Yeah, and look at this. You can jump into onto the flying pork, the flying pig, and use as a vehicle. And I'm playing for how much? 2 minutes. And I already have a new weapon, a new vehicle. It's so out of this world, this game, really. And also, fun fact, is considered one of the most difficult game ever. In fact, I haven't managed to finish it. And look at this, really, look at this boss. We are talking about 1991, and you got this visual like you are in the first person view of the boss. It's something so absurd.
It look wow.
1991, guys, is still super cool. I'm still good at this game. I really. Oh, this chick is kinda. It was kinda the erotic dream of all the kids in the early 90s, I think. And here you got this completely different gameplay. It's kinda a new game because all the level here is based on this kind of gameplay. So you have to pass from a brawler, a beat 'em up, to a sort of, I don't know how to call this kind of gameplay because it's something original. You can see another game with this kind of gameplay before this one. And if you remember from the previous episode, I wanna take this kind of gameplay and create a new section for my game when you swing on a rope and use kind of the same kind of gameplay.
Yeah, so this rope in your game, this was the inspiration for it, yep?
Yeah, this is the more clear inspiration that I put in my game, because this part is very pretty identical. Also the enemy, but it was wanted because I wanna create something very clear that reminds about Battletoads. Then I just after finish the stream, I wanna show you for the guys that aren't haven't watched the previous stream. Oh, I missed the mosquito here.
Just don't die.
I'm pretty good. I really didn't imagine that I could perform this game, but I missed all the...
So when you eat the fly, you get HP back, yep?
Yeah.
The hearts, okay.
Yes. And if I... Oof. Yes. Yes. To level without taking any damage.
Free turbo tunnel.
Now we got a little more brawler section. But then we got a surprise, because another time a new kind of... No! I touched a wrong button. Look at this stuff. Those little stuff here go to the steal your HP directly from your HUD. It's something completely absurd. And those guys can kill themselves.
I like the animation of the feet and head, hand when he make a punch or kick. That's big.
I saw the sprite sheet of the character for this game, and every frog, the frog has a ridiculous number of animation, because every level needs its own animation for the frog. So there are dozen and dozen of animation for the frogs, I don't know, a lot of kind of deaths animation, a lot of punch and kicks and stuff. If you compare, for example, like Super Mario, that has, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 animation, is crazy. And here you got another time a new gameplay. Here is kind of a moped, futuristic moped, I don't know. Let me see if I'm still good at it.
Ho!
No.
Home run. As you said, the music is awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Also here the music is awesome, but if you listen to the Shadow of the Beast music, really believe me, it's out of this world. Woo. Then I'm trying to take the secret passages to skip one level.
That was close. What the hell are those?
I don't know. Fun fact, I didn't know that I can jump over the stuff, and yes,
Oh my
I took
god.
the secret passage here, and I skip one level and go directly to the fifth one. Because the fourth is a very platforming level on ice that is, you can see your ice cover, and is a hell of a level. So I took the secret passage to skip that one, and here another gameplay on surf. Oh, I miss the live.
Oh.
I take the tornado. Yeah, I don't know how to call this stuff on the water. Water tornado, maybe. I don't know.
Can you jump here or only move right?
No, you can only control the movement. No, I missed the life another time. You can only control the speed of the surf and try to preview the jumping of the little jumping on the surface of the water. After that part, there is a boss, if I'm not wrong. The first boss of the game. No, the second boss of the game, if we consider the first one. Okay. There's a trick to... I need to try to prove this guy, okay, like this. Yes.
Put
Yeah,
him in a corner and kill.
The secret there was to push the guy into the angle. What happened here? Into the angle and continue. As it don't seem that I'm struggling here to try to not to die.
Oh no.
No, this is unfair because
You got Need for Speed.
By the way, this emulator is so good because it's the same stuff that's playing in the original NES. Yes.
Congrats.
Oof. Guy, it don't seem like, but I'm really struggling. Oh, and this level is some sort of puzzling, platforming, as you can see. You start here just to take confidence with this kind of snakes, and then you have to figure out how to perform.
This reminds me of this of Snake game from Nokia.
Yeah. Yes. And really, every level here is kinda a unique game. Okay, in this part you got already some threatening, this sort of stars. You don't have to touch them. Oh.
Oh.
Why I did this? And you have to repeat the whole story when you die. Yeah, it's the master of all hardcore game. Really, I can imagine a more difficult game. Because when you land on the snake, you got a little acceleration, so you have to be so fast to press the jump.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
Yes.
This one was fast.
And this is the nightmare.
Oh,
I remember that jump. It was kinda impossible. When I was a kid, I was more killed at this game, but I managed to reach a new 2 more level in just some years ago when I replayed this game. Respect them when I was a kid. Oh. No. This is unfair.
Yeah,
Okay,
and we need to
guys.
start from the beginning?
I can continue, but now I wanna show you. I wanna show you what I design in my game from Battletoads. So I'm gonna skip this one and open the emulator. Open the engine and show you what in based on what you have seen now. Show you what I designed from this game to mine. So let me close the and also listen to the pause. Now I'm pausing the game and you got this beat. It's absurd. Okay, let me close the game.
It's a good beat.
Yes, also in this game is super cool. Okay, I can like this. Okay, I can change the screen sharing from screen to no, from window to screen maybe. Let me see.
Okay, I'm gonna enlarge you. Okay, go at it.
Okay,
Yep.
I think that is okay. Nothing wrong happened here.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, good. Yes, the as I said before, the really clearest inspiration I wanted to add in my game from Battletoads is the rope section, and yeah, we've seen it very briefly the last time, but I wanna show you more in depth now. Yes, this one. I'm launching the preview.
I'm curious what you're gonna show. Ah, yeah, this.
As you can see here, the inspiration, but I can say I made a copy of the whole level, and the inspiration is so clear. Even the enemy movement that came from the top or the bottom and then run into you are kind of very similar to the crows that the ravens that we have in Battletoads. But the main difference here is that you have to shoot at the enemy instead of using the punch and the sword. And also I wanted to make the hardness progression way more user friendly, because here the enemies start running to you very slowly, and then they became way more fast and not fast the enemy, but the spawning rating of the enemies became faster, and you can be overwhelmed very easily. Let me change the palette here. Let me take a more inspiring palette. This one. And Creating the whole stuff here is it was kind of tricky because the viewport is the same because we got the affix. It's not a very long level here. Is only an optical. I'm done. It's only an optical effect because the level remained the same, but I took the walls and the background looping behind you, that it seems that you are proceeding to the bottom of the level, and all the enemy are kinda each enemy has kinda a timer in it to that say when they have to appear on screen, and it was kinda tricky to program this stuff here. So I really can imagine how they did in the 80s from Battletoads. In the meanwhile, I'm continue dying because I'm not focused on what I'm doing. I can shot also this asteroid here.
Okay, and you died again.
It's so difficult this part. I really had to do something to make it more easy. Anyway, it's the very last part of the game, so it had to be kinda hard, but not this much. So I have to do some little tricks, maybe decreasing the life of the asteroid or make them a little slow. I don't know. Then I had to think about it. Okay, and this one is the most clear inspiration that I took from Battletoads, and also I got some other ideas that I took from that game. The first one is the map of the whole world. Let me search for it. Give me 1 second. Yes, this one. Yeah, it's not so identical to the map we've seen before in Battletoads, but believe me, if I didn't know the map of Battletoads, I really didn't came out with this one, because I really think about that when I created this one. Okay, now I got only this stuff unlocked here. So let's see here. And yeah, I really get inspired from the minimap in Battletoads to create mine, even if it's not so clear as the previous level. And another stuff I got from Battletoads was the design of your design of your starship here. Yeah, of course, the ones in Battletoads is cooler, but also because I got a very low resolution here and only 4 colors. So, but if you see the shape of the starship and kinda the looking of it is very, very similar, because it got this kind of line here that is the same. I didn't want to copy the starship in Battletoads. In fact, the two are very different, but yeah, I most get inspired by the shape of the overall shape of the starship here. Yeah, also, as we've seen in the previous episode, yeah, the main overall inspiration that I took from the game is that my will to create something new in, not say every level, but in most level, like gives you the possibility to use the mech here. No. Sorry, I missed to use the mech here. This one gives you the ability to use two kind of starship. We've seen, for those that doesn't see the last episode, we got two kind of starship. The first one is kinda shoot 'em up. Let me show you. Let me show you here. This one from above, and the last one here is the final we've seen the last time. Is kinda afterburner style of gameplay, like yeah, like Afterburner. And another game that really I like is from which I took a lot of inspiration to create this kind of gameplay is a Sega game that I used to play in the arcade, which is named Galaxy Forces 2. That is a really great game, because I remember when I was a kid and go into the arcade, for playing that game you have to enter this super giant cabinet that moves right when you move your starship and continue, and you are inside this kind of stuff moving, and this was super cool. And it got the same kind of fake 3D style like Afterburner and a lot of other games like that.
Yeah, those games in the arcade shops were magic, to be honest.
Yeah, yes.
This was like magic. You enter this saloon, and automats were standing there like 1, 2, 3, and people were gathering and watching how other kids play. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it was kinda, yeah, I was very, very young when there was the arcades, but I still was able to get into some of those and play. And also here back in the early to mid 90s, every pub or bar or restaurant have at least one arcade to play, so it was really cool. So when I was a kid, when I go out to eat pizza or at a restaurant, I was able to play games on an arcade. And this kind of nowadays it's absurd if you think about it, because you really didn't imagine that back in time every restaurant got a flipper and a pinball. Flipper is how we call pinball here. Every restaurant has had pinballs and arcades. It was really cool. And also when in biggest cities or in seaside resort, there were arcades with a lot of stuff inside, and I was a happy kid when I when I entered.
Now only with this resource, when you go to vacation stuff on the beach, you got something like that, like arcades.
Yes.
Only.
And also, yeah, there were a lot of every seaside resort here in Italy had an arcade, very large arcade, or maybe in more. Yeah, I live in the countryside, so we don't have large, very big arcade here, but yeah, in some more bigger towns there were some arcades, and yeah, it's something I some kind miss nowadays, because yeah, as some people go to the restaurant to eat, or go to the bar to drink, I don't know why you can't go in an arcade to play, even if you can do this at your home. By the way, it's the way to go.
Yeah, but
It's
you play at home, and you play at, I don't know, like a saloon of the games, arcade games, or a beach or something like that. It's like two different worlds, because you're sitting in home on your couch and playing the game on in your chair, and you are standing. People are walking away. It's like different atmosphere of the place. It's like
it's completely it's kind of two completely different kind of situation and experience.
It's something like watching a movie at home and watching a movie in cinema. It's something like you watching a movie,
like,
but at two different places and different atmosphere.
Yes, and as the same as preparing your own food, or go out to restaurant, or preparing your own drink, or go out to the pub. And that's why I think that that's why in Japan probably is the only nation that still have a lot of arcades, because they have the culture of gaming, the real culture of gaming, and everywhere in the world has disappeared because they really have this kind of two they really can enjoy these two kind of experience, the game experience. The ones when you play at home with your own or your best friends, or the one when you are outside and playing an arcade in front of other people, with other people that you don't know. And it's kind of, I think, the same as I said, like drinking alone at home, or go out in the pub and drink at the pub. You drink the same stuff at home at the pub, but it's completely different experience. And the same, I think, happened when you play at home and play in an arcade. But for drinks and food, we got this culture, and not for gaming. The Japanese have. This is my view of the whole stuff. I don't know if you guys are agree, but I see this is my view of the whole stuff. Well, because if we had the same game culture as the Japanese people, probably we still had the arcades in the west part of the world.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm jealous of the Japan culture of the gaming. Like the arcades, the big shops with the games. You can go like you can sell a physical copy or something of the game, and the box, everything is like brand new from different culture. So much different culture.
Also, the culture for retro gaming. And it's kind of the same stuff that happened in the US, but with cars. Because in the US they take care of old cars, like cars from the 70s, the 60s, and even the 50s, because they have this culture of cars and motors. And they put a lot of values on old cars. And it's something that here doesn't happen, because if I think about a car from the 70s or 60s, okay, I'm not talking about Ferrari or Lamborghini, I'm talking about normal cars. To me are like garbage, because a car from 60s or 70s are completely useless. It's old stuff that doesn't have any use, and instead Americans really take care about old cars, and they use them and put a lot of values into them. And I think that is the same stuff as the Japanese with gaming, and I don't know, Italians with food. every population has its kind of culture.
If you think about American culture, it's like they got the culture of automotive. They love those cars. Especially when you think about it, every person got a car. I don't know, 16, 17 years old, he got a car, he drives from place to place. It's like different culture with this, and they love their cars, especially the classics ones. So
and okay guys, we've already had 8 o'clock, so we can end the stream here. I warned you at the beginning that it had to be kinda strange episode, or I don't know, philosophical, maybe a little philosophical episode. I talk a little bit about my impression of the retro gaming and stuff, maybe a little controversial pop out in this in this episode, I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for being here for the I don't know, we are at the 6th or the 7th episode, I don't remember.
Oh my
God. Lost the count.
I think 6 or 7.
6, okay.
Yeah, I think 6 because it's like second week of the month, so I think it's 6.
Yeah, probably the 6th. By the way, thank you so much, guys, for I hope you enjoyed this general overview of my game with the pro and cons, and let's see you in the next one. Thanks very much, Yuhi, for your support here, and bye, have a nice weekend.
It was awesome to be here, thank you very much. So bye.